Hello, my name is Richard Harmon with Red Hat, and this is the Red Hat Coffee Hour in Financial Services. And I have two very, very distinguished industry leaders here that we want to share a little about core banking. So please, Shanker, why don't you start and introduce yourself?
Hey, thank you very much for the opportunity, Richard. Shanker Ramamurthy. I'm the Global Managing Partner for Banking and Financial Markets in IBM Consulting. I'm based in New York, and I'm looking forward to this discussion.
Uh, thank you, Gareth.
Hello, everybody. Gareth Richardson. Thanks very much for inviting me. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Thought Machine, which is a cloud-native core banking and payments platform. And I'm responsible for all the customers post signature and how their experience with the onboarding and running through and what they want to achieve.
Great. Shanker, you have a glorious global view of the world of financial services. So I think maybe you lay out sort of what's sort of coming along with core banking globally and sort of where is it going?
Yeah. So Richard, I've been in consulting over 30 years, and I got to tell you, this is kind of the most exciting time to be in consulting. Because if I look at what's happening to the banking industry, the banking business model itself is changing. So if you think about banking as very simply a front office, middle office, and back office capability, that's kind of a pyramid. Yesterday's banking model had two-thirds of the people, process, technology, and investment kind of locked in the middle and back office, with maybe a third in the front office. For all sorts of reasons that we know really well, 30, 40, 50 years of investment, multiple generations of technology, incredible complexity that's been built into it. Tomorrow's model is actually flipping that pyramid on its head. While a substantial amount of the focus is going to be in the front office, much of the transformation effort to support that is going to be around thinning out, simplifying, optimizing, componentizing the middle and back office, and reimagining the art of the possible from a process standpoint to drive efficiency, risk and in reducing risk and increasing speed to market and velocity. Why is that transformation happening? It's happening because of exponential technology, hybrid cloud, and generative AI. And this transformation that we are seeing, I call it both front to back and back to front. So the front to back transformation is, how do I address my channels and the ecosystem of partners that I collaborate with in order to either build or manufacture or get the products I need and support them in the right way and provide it to my customers, right? That's front to back transformation. Back, by the way, that's not enough. Historically, people left the middle and back office the way it is and tried to do front to back transformation. If that's all you're doing, you can't achieve the competing objectives of revenue growth, efficiency, and risk management. You need to do back to front transformation as well. Now, what does that mean? It means deconstructing, componentizing, putting on the cloud or hybrid cloud architecture much of your middle and back office, and typically deconstructing very complex monolithic core systems into its building blocks of capabilities, right? And that's the journey the industry is on. And it's a complex journey. And our clients are on that journey. And it's quite exciting times as we help our clients address both the back to front and front to back transformation.
Gareth, would you like to sort of share your views from a Thought Machine platform perspective?
Yeah, but just echoing on from what Shanker just said, the back to front piece really unlocks and is being done as an enabler to enable the front to back to happen. If you can't drive your revenue and your personalization, all the other things that everyone's looking for without unlocking good data resources underneath that, and good ways of tying data into risk, into finance, into customer management, you can't get a single view of all of these actors in the banking ecosystem, and you cannot make good decisions rolling up there above that. So that unlock is pretty key in getting that data both real time or as close to real time as you can, but also lineage and cleanliness is one of the major drivers of unlocking this change. So Thought Machine, we're working with over 65 organizations around the world. We are looking at how we can help them on that journey. And there are many that are now in the process of are looking at how that whole thing runs across the whole of the banking organization. And as Shanker said, that is a major change for organizations that have run in the same way, in some cases, for 40 or 50 years. So we're going through that rewiring of the bank and rewiring of the thought process of how that's working. And Thought Machine's a key part of that, not all of it, obviously. We are looking at how we, let's be honest, the core has exploded into too many features, too much functionality, and too many things in the wrong place. What you want is the best of breed in the right places at the right time, working on the right standards-based technology to give you the flexibility to be able to scale, to adopt new technologies and new ideas as they come through, and not be stuck with this inflexible center, if you like. I call it center because that's where I'm coming from, but lots of other people will have a different view of their world. But that we have driven a very clear view about what a headless core and a product engine should do. And from that, we've also pushed out architecture, pushed out functionality into other places in the bank. But when you look at the overall cores today that they're working from, say mainframes and others from major systemic banks, when we do capability map and discoveries, we're seeing 42 to 50 odd capabilities, of which 1 or 2 is the core itself. So there's a huge amount of re-engineering from the back to enable the front, as Shanker put it in that way. And that's then putting it onto new technologies, new flexibility through cloud and through other tools and techniques like that to reduce costs, drive up revenue, hit your customers, give your customers better products at point of sale, more insight into them, higher segmentation, and then also passing that back into being able to manage liquidity and risk in a better way, because now you're dealing with real-time clean data rather than potentially waiting a month to get a good understanding in positions due to batches and other things running in multiple systems.
Yeah, no, great. I mean, from Red Hat perspective, we love working with both organizations, and I think where we play is, where we provide that highly resilient infrastructure layer that provides a hybrid cloud environment. So particularly in Europe, we have the DORA regulation that requires a lot of portability or exit strategy of capabilities, and core banking is the most critical part of a retail bank. So we're super excited to be partnering with Thought Machines and obviously with IBM Consulting, to help our joint customers, really, really innovate in the retail banking space. So they're ready for whatever changes, come in the future. So it's a pleasure working with both of you, but I also really appreciate the insights you share in this quick coffee break. So thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. And I think, we just want to make sure that you can see the link below on a joint paper, which is actually the topic of this discussion. And please do reach out to any of us around where we can help you address some of the challenges in your business. Thank you very much.